Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all another get ready with me style video. Very informal, not like a typical tutorial, just literally I start from a bare face and take you guys with me the whole way. It will be a long video, but that is just how these go. And I will do an outfit of the day at the end of the video as well. So this is just my go-to look that I've been wearing in a lot of videos lately. What's going on? Oh, it's a shadow. I was like, what's happening? Just my favorite look that I've been wearing a lot that you guys have been asking about in some videos that you want a tutorial, and it's also the look that I was wearing in my last foundation routine, which was very in-depth, and I am doing my foundation again in this video, definitely not as in-depth, and I did speed through some of it just because that video was already up, but I still show all that. Same with brows, because I have that brow video up too. So just an everyday look, for a look that I would wear literally anywhere. This is just a go-to look for me that I have been wearing for months. One of my favorite eyeshadow combinations ever, using two of my favorite, well, a lot of my favorite products, but a Laura Mercier caviar stick that I can't live without, that has been a favorite of mine for years, and a Chanel eyeshadow that I talk about quite a bit in the shade Fauve, that these two just pair so well together. And I show what I put with them, other products that I put with them to make it more me. But I hope that you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how I did the look step by step, then keep watching. For my foundation, I'm using this Immaculate, which I do have a really in-depth foundation video that I will link below if you want to see that. So I'm just going to kind of breeze through this pretty quickly. I'm going to actually skip the primer step, but if you want to see all that, I do have that video that's very in-depth about foundation and all that good stuff. Okay, I think we are good as I keep blending. I always just want to make sure that everything's like really actually blended and done. And like I said, I don't really apply more foundation to my neck. I just kind of, you know, just kind of blend that. Okay, then I take my, where is it? Concealer, my little concealer brush. I'm using the MAC Studio Finish. My skin's been pretty good lately. The only thing that I've really got sticking around is like just some little marks from, like, you know, when you break out and then you have that little like reddish purpley mark that stays around forever. A quick dust of this setting powder. It's my NARS, what's it called? Crystal, translucent crystal. I'm using the Prep and Prime by MAC in Radiant Rose, and I did use my Dior BB Under Eye concealer, or BB Eye cream, which is kind of like a concealer, so this just sort of like brightens it up. I'm going to use this diffused light ambient powder really lightly under my eyes. This is the F35 brush, which is my favorite for that, and then I'll take the big brush I was using earlier, which is the F25, and just sort of dust that color all over. You don't really super like need it because I had the NARS one, but this one just kind of gives an extra glow, so I could have used this instead of the NARS. Looking back, I may have done that, but it's just so versatile. There's not a right or a wrong way to use it. You can literally do whatever you want. I'm gonna use my Chanel. It's almost like a cream, but it's almost like a powder. So I would never apply like a cream over a powder product, but this is just so versatile. You can apply it before your setting powder like I did in my foundation video. You can apply it over. It just really does not matter. I would never apply like I said, cream products over powder, but this one is just so like lightweight, and you should never apply enough anyways to where it feels creamy. But it's just such a great product, and to me it's sort of like you can use it in place of bronzer like I said in that video as well, or you can just use it to just sort of warm up your foundation, which is what I like to do. And just a little bit along the jawline. This is a F40 brush by Sigma. This is one of the synthetic ones. And whatever's left, I just kind of go over everything. Really easy. And like I said, I like to use that small brush to keep from getting carried away. I'll actually do my blush last. I'll wait and pick out the color because I always seem to do that. But I'm using my Laura Mercier Amethyst all over my lids. And then I just blend this with my finger. All my eyebrows are looking wonky. Those will come last. And I have a video on that too, but I'll just I'm going to do like a quick version of them today. Super easy. I just blend it all around with my finger. Make sure the edges are nice and smooth and there's nothing wonky going on. I'm going to use this Chanel fauve. Looks like that. It's probably not going to focus on that because I didn't really give it enough time. And I've been loving this E59 shader brush. It's just kind of big. It's like a big version of, oh, what is it, the E39 or the E, I don't know what it's called. But I just put this all over, just everywhere where I applied that. And you can just sort of like leave it like this, put on some mascara and a little bit of liner and you're good. But I like to put just a little bit of like a warm brown in the crease. For that, I'm going to use a mix of, well, some different colors. I'm going to use this Folly shade mostly in the crease and then the soft brown to blend it out. And then I'm going to use a little bit of, what the heck is it? Or no, I'm going to use Mystery right there in the outer corner. So, yeah. So I'm starting with Folly, all in the crease. This is my favorite crease brush. It's an E35. I just sort of put that in both sides. And then the soft brown just right over it to just sort of like diffuse it out a little to blend. And then you can just use that same brush or a smaller brush like an E25. And I'm just going to put that in this outer corner. So the look comes together pretty quick. I just love mixing those purples with browns. And it's not like a really like in your face purple, so you could wear it on its own and it's totally fine. But I just love mixing it with browns. Okay. A little bit of the Folly just right under my lower lash line right there with just a little pencil brush. Okay. And then I'm going to use this MAC Stubborn Brown so that I don't have like any harsh lines or anything. I like for this look to look really kind of soft and effortless, but not too like, you know, like you really, I don't know. You feel me, right? It's just an easy look. I feel like it looks put together. It looks like you've done just a little more than like the average, just typical, like natural colors. But it doesn't look like you've tried too hard either. So that's kind of my whole, like obviously that's my favorite way to make or to wear makeup. Fill in a little between your lashes. And then you can connect it just a bit on this lower part where you applied the Folly. Not too heavily. I'm going to use that same pencil brush. This is one of the synthetic ones that is from one of the new, I forgot which kit it was. I think it was one of the new Sigma kits, but it's the E30. And I just sort of smudged that. It's just the best brush to smudge your liner with. I don't really like using Q-tips. I feel like it kind of removes too much of the product. This one works really well. Smudge a little under there. And then I'm going to take this brush. It's an E44. And I'm going to take Vapor by MAC, which I don't think I showed when I was doing all that. It's, well, right there. It's just sort of like a lightish, sort of like a creamy pink. And I just sort of put that right in that inner corner, just so that it doesn't look shadowy. And then you can kind of like put that along this lower part too. Super easy. I'm using my Le Volume de Chanel mascara, which is still one of my favorites. I think that it is, it's getting a little, I mean obviously I've used mine for a long time, but I hate to say it's on its way out, but I think it might be. I think I might need a new one. I kind of want to get my Armani Ice to Kill again, because I haven't had one of those in a while. And do the other side. I always come out my lashes with one of these little spoolie brushes. You can get these anywhere, like in huge packs. You can find them at most drugstores, I would say, and also like at obviously like a beauty supply store. is a great place to find them. They're perfect for your eyebrows too. Okay, and speaking of eyebrows, we will do that really quick. I use the Light by Sigma. It's the light brow powder. And I do have a video all about my favorite brow products, and you know, it kind of shows a little more in depth. It's not really rocket science how I do my brows. I just do it in a way that looks good for them, that works. Just kind of keep messing with it until it's right, without taking so long, because brows I think are just so important to like the overall, like your face, like how everything looks. I think it's important not to neglect them, but I think that it's so silly to spend like forever on them. Yeah, we're good. For blush, I'm gonna try to find my brush that I'm using. Again, it's just one of those angled F40 brushes. I'm using this Rose Initial by Chanel. It's just such a pretty pink. And I didn't really use a ton of bronzer. I just used my Chanel, or what was it called? Yeah, the Chanel Bronze Universal. So you could have totally applied more bronzer if you wanted. But I just kind of make this cheesy face and just kind of push up your apples of your cheeks a little bit. And I try to not put it in so far. I really want my cheeks to look pink. I really want the pink to show, so I'm applying a little more than I normally would. And I think we're good. I didn't apply another bronzer, like a powder bronzer, like I did in my foundation video after the Chanel, but sometimes when I finish my blush, if I feel like I need more, sometimes I'll go back. So I'm going to just use the light side of this Sun Bunny, and this is the natural one, and this is the little angled, the big angled brush from Chanel. So I'm just sort of blending that over the blush from this outer part in, and then just sort of blend. I'm kind of being careful because I don't want to apply too much. I just felt like I needed a little extra something. And that's what's great about makeup. There's no rules. You can apply as little or as much as you like, whatever makes you feel good. And if you're at the end and you feel like you need more bronzer, then apply more bronzer. Okay. A little bit on my nose. I'm not gonna like contour my nose or do anything crazy today. I'm just sort of, and then whatever's left, just sort of dust over. I'm gonna use one of these Hourglass, what are these called? They're the nude pencils, lip crayons, nude, I don't know what they're called. And this was called Nude number 3. And then I'm using my Lorac polished 3D gloss over it, just to keep it from looking so flat. Alright, so I think we are good. I'm gonna put my jacket on, find some earrings, and then I will show you my outfit of the day. Alright, so I am wearing this Target jacket that I showed in one of my recent blog posts, where I got really excited when I found these amazing Target jackets, maybe from like a month or so ago. Really pretty faux leather details. Looks really expensive, but it wasn't. This top from Forever 21 has like cities. Just, I like pairing, like I always say, when you pair something a little nicer, maybe pair it with something a little edgier. Or if you wear something too sweet, pair it with something edgy, or something edgy, pair it with a sweet element. I've always said that anytime I ever do a fashion video, but this just sort of shows that. More like, you know, blazer that you could wear with something super nice. You know, I've paired with Destructed jeans, and these are some of my favorites. They're from Express. They're the Boyfriend Destructed something. I don't know what they're called, but I will find them and I will link them below, as with everything else, because when you guys ask, I want you to be able to find it. Then the shoes are some of my absolute favorites. They're by, I hope you can see, I can't really tell if you can tell. Well, yeah, I can kind of see that you can see. They are by Pour La Victoire, and they're sort of like they're suede, and I just think that having like a suede pair of pumps is just so nice, because they pair perfectly with more casual things, but then you can wear these out like with the most fanciest like evening outfit. I'll show you what they look like close up, because these are just like so great. They're just really pretty. I've had these for years. I got them at Nordstrom. They've held up really well. I will try to find them again and put them on the, put them below, but I think they're so cute how they have this little like gold thing. But they're just so squishy on the bottom and just so comfortable. But I just love how they look with this outfit and any outfit really. They're just great. Hello, sunshine. Why am I so bright? And my little earrings that I got years ago from the Juicy Couture outlet that I wear these studs all the time and I always get compliments on them. I can't find them anymore, but I did find a really similar option from Henry Bendel that I will link below as well. No necklace because I felt like I had a lot going on with the top and all that stuff. So, hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you like these get ready with me videos. Just so much more informal than a regular tutorial, and to me it's pretty fun because I don't have to like really, it's just how I would do my makeup for the day. So I love it. I hope that you guys do too. Keep on the lookout for another fun video coming up this week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.